Hey everyone, how y'all doing? Hope you're having a good weekend, even though it's almost over. The weather here is nice again. Look outside. Sun is shining, but it's windy as heck. Although right now nothing seems to be moving. But it's really windy. It's gusting up to like 50 kilometers an hour, which is like, I don't know, 180 miles an hour or something. Anyway, I started with Peavey Mart here because this weekend I had gone out to, it's a little small town just outside the city called Spruce Grove, just outside of Edmonton. And I had to go out there to part of my job. And on the way back, I stopped at their Peavey Mart. I don't know if you guys have Peavey Mart in the States, but it's kind of like a hardware store, farm supply store, tools, everything, all that stuff. They even sell clothes like coveralls and stuff. But I stopped there and had a look around, and I was telling the wife about it. She wanted to go have a look. And so we went out there, and she didn't end up getting anything other than, what did she get me? She got a Magnum double caramel ice cream for $5.99 or something like that. But I grabbed this Workbench Series 4-piece grinding wheel and brush kit, which is like the knotted wire wheel, flap disc. What grit is this? 4.5. It doesn't even say. It just says metal. Well, that's quality. And this one, they're two flap discs, different colors, so they're different grits. I don't know what grit they are, but anyway. And also a cupped wire brush. And this was $20 for the set. I usually don't buy cheap grinding wheels, but these aren't cutting discs or grinding discs. I've never had even the cheapest bargain basement one of these fly apart. I always use a grinding guard, the guard on my grinder, and I always wear safety glasses and sometimes a face shield when using a wire dish, because I have gotten a little piece of wire in my eye and it's no fun. In fact, like, I keep safety glass over on this because it has a wire wheel on it. Face shield over there. I've got, let me see if I get it right in the first try. Of course not, that's welding stuff. Over here I've got goggles, more goggles, glasses. This kind of my PPE drawer. Painting mask, couple painting masks, respirators, hearing stuff. So yeah, I've like I said, I've gotten those wires in my eyes, and it's no fun. One I was able to get out myself. One I had a coworker get out with a trick by plucking a hair out of your head and dragging it across your eye till it catches on it and pulling it out. That was no fun. And the other one I had to go to the doctor and they had to kind of grind it out. Very unpleasant. Don't recommend it to anyone. So yeah, always wear a face shield, but I've never had any problem with these, especially the knotted ones. I've got, right now in one of my grinders, as you can see, I keep all my grinders with different brushes in them. Yeah, just wood out of the way. It's just one of these cheap wire wheels, and that thing sheds like a husky in summertime. It's terrible. Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys have Peavey Mart, but it's a great place. I recommend it. They have some cool stuff and decent prices. Another thing I picked up was this Barbeque Brush, and for a similar reason actually. The wire brushes you use for cleaning off your grill, I've just read too many stories, well, not too many, not even that many, but enough, that scare me away from them. People having to go to the hospital because one of those little wire bristles stays on the grill and gets picked up in your hamburger, your steak, whatever you're barbecuing. You eat it and it gets caught in your throat and you have problems swallowing, you have to go to the hospital, they have to cut you open to get it out. It's just horrendous. So I bought one, like I threw out previously, I used to have cheap wire brushes for scraping the barbecue. I threw them out and went and bought some expensive ones, like hoping that was some kind of assurance quality that they weren't going to come out. But even then I'm still worried, so I got this thing. It's like a rolled wire brush that has no little thingies to fall apart. And it's a Grill Pro bristleless wide head brush. Haven't tried it out yet, just bought it yesterday, but should be good. I have high hopes for that. Should be pretty cool. And these things, I bought these. We stopped at a place called Apache Seeds Limited. They've been in business in the city I live in for 60 years. I remember driving by there as a kid, my mother saying that she used to go there years ago. So I took the wife there because it being spring, she's all excited about gardening and stuff. And these are for hanging plants basically. But I bought, there's that size and then that size. And I'm sure you can guess where I'm going with this. For brake calipers, hanging brake calipers. And these were, the big ones were, I don't know if you'd see that, $1.59 each. And these ones were $1.30 $39 each. So I got 2 of each. Previously, I'd been, like, you can buy them, I know that. But I'd made my own out of welding rod. This one I even painted and baked in the oven, just so it stands out. These, I'll plan on painting these ones too, because the ones that you leave just bare metal, you tend to forget about them, and they drive out the door with the car when you're done the brake job. I've never lost a red one, so I'll probably do that. But the problem with these, I mean, they work, but they're very, very, like, of course you can use different rods, but I just used, I forget what thickness these are, but they're very bendy and flexible, and you get a heavy caliper on them, and they're not the greatest. I did make one out of a really thick rod, not quite as thick as that, but this thing ain't bending nowhere, and it's really long. It comes in handy for some, but I think these would just be perfect, and for the price, they're awesome. Like, you know, they were all under $6 for 4 of them. Pretty good. Another thing I grabbed was this double male end hose butt connector, and a couple of clamps to go with it for our sump pump hose, discharge hose. It's, don't think you can really see, it's out there, discharges along the side of the house, comes outside the house, then we run it along the fence to over on the other side of this wall here. There's gravel all along there, so it drains out there. But in winter, you know, of course, it freezes up, so I ended up having to cut the hose off, cut it short, and just let it drain out. I had it elevated so it wouldn't freeze, basically. And now now that everything's thawed out, I gotta join the hoses back up. And like everything else at Peavey Mart, this stuff was cheap. I mean, it was like 79 cents for this thing and $1 each for the hose clamps. I've got a bunch of hose clamps somewhere. I just didn't know if I had the right size, yeah. And these ones actually look better quality than the ones I have. These are kind of chintzy and cheap. They came in a cheap set from Princess Auto. So yeah, there, you can see the difference. This bottom one is a way better quality. But those are good for, you know, emergency when you have nothing else. So these are actually a good one. Don't know what they say. Premium all stainless steel. Who makes them? Plum Ease. Oh, they're Ontario, an Ontario Canadian company. Cool. So yeah, so that's my plan after I'm done this video, to go out and connect up the sump, and then maybe take the kitties for a walk around the neighborhood. And been looking online at Home Depot and their prices for more lumber. Cedar lumber is crazy expensive. To build the planter my wife wants to build, I'm looking at about $1,000 in cedar boards to do it. And I can cut that down to $300 if I just go with pine, stain it, and I'll line the inside with plastics so it doesn't rot out. Haven't decided what. She's kind of has her heart set on cedar, so we'll see. I don't know. If she wants to do cedar, she can pay for it. She has more money than I do. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Not too busy, enjoying the nice weather. Putting sparkly tire shine on your tires, whatever it is you may be doing. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Head down to Peavey Mart if you have one.